Welcome to the 15-minute tech talk. We're going to talk about this past week in tech, and the only rule is that we have 15 minutes to do so. We would have had more time, but unlike the last 2 weeks, I didn't watch a big blockbuster movie over the weekend, so I spent a lot of time struggling to think of a bad joke.
Okay, cool. Fair enough. At least
and here we are now.
Here we are.
15 minutes, no ifs, no buts. I'm Daniel, and to help me, I'm joined by Jordan.
Hello.
Anything interesting?
Anything interesting? No.
Cool. So our first story, the first known Australian autonomous cyber attack has occurred.
Oh.
So an Australian man, Andrew, instructed his OpenClaw agent to book a spot for him in a gym class. The class in question was full, but OpenClaw managed to take advantage of a vulnerability in the booking system to push Andrew up the wait list by kicking whoever was at the top of the wait list. And the agent couldn't reverse the move when asked by Andrew.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. What a way to brute force your way into something you want. No, I want the class now. Get it to me now.
Yes.
I mean,
so OpenClaw found a vulnerability in the booking system, which is interesting. I mean, that's believable.
Yeah. Wow. That's nuts. Actually, we're actually building. I can't say what it's called, a booking app, but I'm going to make sure that can't occur on that now.
Yes.
So.
Make sure you sanitize all your inputs and shit.
Yeah. Well, no, I've actually, last week I had something similar happen to an app I was using where I was using something to make a story map, not our internal system, something else because we're doing maintenance. And I was like, I can't be bothered writing all these cards myself. So I got AI to do it and make me a script.
Yep.
The AI found an exposed API and used that API to write to the website directly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Far out.
I won't disclose the tool just because I don't want to.
Okay. That's responsible. Yeah. But like, goddamn. Okay, so that's 3 weeks in a row now.
Yeah.
That we've talked about AI going rogue. Last week we questioned when these AI companies would be held accountable for the big hacks. So the question is, who would be held liable here? The ABC article, which published this story, they brought on a lawyer to interview, and he basically just said it could be anybody. We don't know because there is no precedent.
There's no precedent. Yeah. The good side of the coin of this is it's exposing crap security, I guess.
It could make
things safer in general.
Yep.
Right. So I guess there's a silver lining to all of this, but yeah. And I don't know if there is a way to stop it. Like you could probably limit AI's usage of like trying to find these kind of brute force methods, but then also is that then infringing on what it's supposed to be doing anyway? Will it make other things worse? I don't know.
Sure. I mean, the problem is when a bad actor decides it's our time. And they're probably working day and night to like really crack something.
Long lost son is going to return with an AI bot.
True. Yeah. That's good reference. Good one.
Thank you.
I would like to point out this bit of the article. Andrew, who was sitting fourth on a wait list for a class later that week, asked if it was possible to move him to the top of the list. So he explicitly asked the AI to see, even though he knew the class was full, like, could you do it for me? And so in terms of liability, would he be liable because he specifically asked for it to happen and the AI did it? Or is there like a bit of lenience because the AI did it without confirming?
I don't know.
Because the AI just went ahead.
They're both mutually kind of responsible, but then also it's on the company for having worse off security.
That's also a good point that the lack of security in the booking system should be considered. But also when you hack something, the company who gets hacked isn't the one who's responsible. Or like,
let's try that on like when IMAX has the next round of tickets for the Odyssey and see if we can get in.
No, their system is so broken that nothing's going to be able to penetrate that. Anyways, we've already discussed AI like going rogue in the last 2 weeks. So I don't know how much more there is we can touch on that. It's like,
but to your point, we were discussing last week about, or the week before, about now having more open weighted / models that exist on consumer hardware.
Yep.
Claude announced over the weekend that you can now actually get your own Claude instance locally hosted.
Yes, I think I did see this, yes.
So
but is it open weight?
I don't know if it's open weight. I didn't really look too much into it, but if you can now host it on your own services, that's great.
I think we're just going to see more businesses go open weight. So we're going to see OpenAI and Anthropic given.
Yeah, it seems like that's the case. I was completely wrong. Count me as corrected.
There we go. All right, next topic, I think. In the US, more than 3,000 lawsuits that allege Meta, Google, TikTok, and
Snapshot?
Yeah.
Snapmatic from GT Online?
Yeah, it's my favorite. And Snapchat purposely made their platforms addictive toward children. These lawsuits are allowed to proceed after their appeals are denied. So the companies had appealed that the lawsuits shouldn't happen in the first place, but the judge was just like, no,
Hell no.
that law doesn't cite that the lawsuit shouldn't happen. It's just that you can use that as a defense. And
it's true.
yeah, the specific law is Section 230 of the Communications Decency Act of 1996. So this came around early internet times, which it says it's generally shield online companies from claims over content posted by their users.
Right. I think the lawsuit's very valid. I mean, I went to Poland 2 years ago now.
Yep.
And my cousins don't speak a lick of English, but they were on Reels all day. Like just auto scrolling, and one of them, no English. He looked at me once and he went, Sigma. Like that's the only English word that he knew.
The
was
only
Sigma,
bit of communication
because
you
it was
got.
from the brain rot from YouTube, and he had like it was like the most brain, like it just had the Avengers Doomsday logo on there for some reason. Then they had like Coco Melon. It was like watching like an LSD trip. So like I think this lawsuit's for the best because some of these I'm actually scared of these kids nowadays, bro.
Oh yeah, I think it's actually quite. It's bad. The addictive nature of social media is a constant discussion.
And
at this
YouTube
point.
Kids as a whole as a platform is just brain rot.
Yeah,
It is literally designed just to have your kid be a drooling little iPad baby. So by the time they get to school and they have to actually interact with physical media, i.e. a pencil and paper, not happening.
It's not good. It's so. I have cousins who have kids, and whenever they come over, like we have big family gatherings, the TV will always be playing like some like sensory stuff to like shut them up. And just like,
we're a real country.
anything,
My
but,
kid's
like-
getting like Spectacular Spider-Man and Batman the Animated Series. He's not getting any of that Cocomelon crap.
you're real. Like,
Yeah.
bros, the free-to-air TV still exists. There's like bangers on the ABC.
Yeah,
They
Cartoon
showed
Network.
Iron Man Armored Adventures when we were growing up.
Banger. Arthur, great show.
Arthur,
Yeah, like
yes.
there's still brain rot in that, but it's like educational brain rot.
Yeah.
It's not just like, GTA Online, Skibbity Toilet, like all this other crap.
I don't want to
coming out.
claim to know the complexities of parenting a kid in 2026.
Yeah, real.
Just putting it out there, but remember, parents, you
Come
can
back to this.
You can put your kids on Play School, okay?
Exactly.
Bring them back
Bring
to
them
like
back to
actual
traditional media.
to actual stuff that's made tailored for kids,
Yeah.
Let's see, what else have I written here? It is time for companies to face consequences, I think, for the effect that social media has had.
Okay, let me be clear. Like when my parents tried to enforce screen time rules on me as a kid, I hated it, right?
Yeah.
But I don't feel like my screen time was not derogatory is not the right word, but detrimental to my health because what I was watching was not brain rot inducing. My problem was I wanted to play video games and they wanted me to stop at like a certain time, which I think is fair. Right. And I'm sure I'm going to do the same thing to my kids when I inevitably have them. But ultimately, like, I think the nature of content now has changed so much where it's actually a danger.
Yeah.
I think it's very different to when we were growing up.
Yeah. And there's just constant reports and anecdotes of teachers being like, the boys are fucked because they're all on the man, what's it?
Incel community.
Like that sort of like path, Andrew Tate garbage, right?
Yeah, on that, not even, this is unrelated to the podcast, but if your idol is Andrew Tate, you can find the same person that promotes the same stuff without being a raging sexist. So maybe have a look at yourself and not watch Andrew Tate. That's my hot take.
There you go. You, Andrew Tate.
You, Andrew
I hope
Tate.
you rot in jail.
Yeah.
Is he still
there?
Yeah.
His jail order just got leaked. He was ordering like Doritos and stuff. I found. Anyway, let's move on.
Far out. Okay. Yeah, we'll move on. Okay, and now time for our fun topic. So we're just gonna do a little quickfire tech discussion. So Sky is sitting behind
Hello, Sky.
the camera. She's acting as our producer for today, and she has a bunch of like quick tech discussions that we're just gonna go through. And I suspect a lot of them we're just going to say, "Yep, that's real," but we might find something that has
implications to our friendship.
Yes, true. All right.
All right, Sky, take us away. What's the first question?
Can I choose?
Go ahead.
Time is ticking.
Keep in mind we have 5 minutes.
The time we're on the clock.
Okay. The AI companions and romantic chatbots are going to destroy a generation's ability to form real relationships, and we should treat them with the same seriousness as pornography addiction.
Agreed.
Agreed. I mean, I don't know how much these AI like girlfriend chatbots are going to proliferate and like become like how mainstream they're going to become, but they are very accessible, which is a big problem.
I saw a documentary about a certain YouTuber who got caught grooming children the other day, and he said that if he had his AI girlfriend earlier, he wouldn't have been tempted to message minors.
Okay.
Yeah, so take that as you will.
All right. Next topic.
Using AI to write most of your code is not cheating. Refusing to do so in 2026 is professional negligence.
I wouldn't call it professional
negligence,
negligence, but I
yeah.
also don't think there's a problem with writing code with LLMs.
I think you need to now to actually compete with the market. So at that point, yeah, I don't think it's cheating. Everyone has their preferences, and some people just like writing code by hand, which is nothing wrong with that. But if you're doing it in a professional capacity, your output's going to suffer now, but if you're not using it. So that's my take.
Sure. I don't think it's cheating. It depends, but it's not cheating generally.
Yeah, agreed.
Slack/Teams and constant messaging have made work communication dramatically worse than email ever was.
Somewhat agree.
Maybe. I've never worked in an environment or a time where
With
email
email.
was like the main form of communication, so I can't speak
My
to that.
last job was largely email, and like it was fine and it worked. But what I will say is Slack and Teams has ruined the notion of going home and clocking off, because now there's always constant communication with your colleagues, and obviously we have the right to disconnect. But at least I feel a lot of people, especially coming into the workforce, will feel entitled to respond. Do you know what I mean?
I think that's actually a really good point.
Yeah.
It does feel that way. And personally for me, you can turn off Slack notifications.
Yeah.
I don't get notified, so I'm not looking at anything
Slack does it
past
automatically at
working, yeah.
past 6 o'clock anyway. But even then, I will still check it because
Do you still have that like I have to see?
Yeah, exactly. Well, I'm worried if I come in and leave it, there'll be some sort of fire to put out in the morning, and I'd rather deal with it.
I've made that
Yeah.
boundary for myself. I'm just not gonna worry about it.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I think you can. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. All right.
AI is already better than most human workers at knowledge work.
Completely agree.
Yeah, I guess. I mean,
Completely agree. AI is finding new math now, apparently.
I saw
So-
something about that.
Yeah, so I completely agree.
I think that's sure. Maybe,
And on that point,
it has
I
knowledge.
think accounting is the first industry to go. Sorry.
Sorry, our accountant.
Not like all accounting, like specialist accounting is going to be there, but I think general accounting, tax returns, business activity statements, AI can do it faster and way better than a human can.
I think you have more knowledge about that
Accounting,
than me. So
fair enough.
On the same note, and the only reason we're not massively firing people is corporate cowardice plus PR fear.
No, I mean, we've seen people fire people, like you said, and then rehire them. I think if
Yeah, there have
you're
been
not a skilled
companies-
worker, you're going to go.
Yeah, there are companies that have fired tons of people and then rehired. It's like, hey, humans still have value.
Yeah.
And humans still have knowledge.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
it's like,
There's a question in there that I saw. Sorry, I looked at the sheet before this about the metaverse. Ask us that one.
No, that one's the last question.
Okay.
Yes. On the same note as before, smartphone addiction is a bigger public health crisis than opioids or cigarettes ever were.
so sort of, but not really. Okay, so let's be real. Let's just be clear here. Smoking kills people.
Yeah.
Smoking kills people. But I will not be surprised if in the next 10, 15 years, we're going to get like public health, like big public health programs saying like, check your social media addiction.
Yeah.
Can you go a day or a minute, without
Opening
pulling your phone out?
Then are you suggesting social media doesn't kill people? Because I feel like social media does.
Okay, actually, that's a
That
good
is
point.
a
It
good
does.
point.
It
Yeah,
does.
it
But
has.
I think you know what I mean. All right, next topic.
40 seconds.
Next question. Sorry, give me a second while I find that.
Command F.
Oh,
Okay, the question.
This is
The question is, was the metaverse a complete waste of time and a stupid idea to begin with? I disagree.
the metaverse failed because it was just a stupid idea.
I disagree. I was actually
What was good
hyped.
about it? What was good
I
about
was
it?
hyped about it. I think it's so cool to be able to put on like have you ever seen that episode of Futurama where they have all their phone displays in their eyes and stuff? I thought it would have been sick to like, have a virtual world around you and interact with people. Where it's not required, but I think it would have been cool to interact
I think it's
with.
weird because it's like the real world exists. This is just
It's
like
just-
lizard person Zuck just being like,
That's true, but I love sitting in
Hey.
like my room with my friends and gambling with them with like VR.